Yes? Okay, let's talk about it. Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. It was a joke, sadly. There's nothing I can do about your delinquency.
I don't care about your insane theft, the lieutenant thinks, and looks away from.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Like undercover?
Well, as far as disguises go, this is one of the best I've seen.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that the suit, the sunglasses, the haircut. He's famous. That's how you know his face.
Watch out for you. Again? I can't believe this shit.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know
Oh, I definitely know you.
another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fiction? Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere good. Okay. Oh no. You see, I enjoy watching other better.
This isn't helping.
You're not going to... Yes, sir. Just some regular boring mud. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner. Okay. How about you stop wasting my time and get on with the... Oh, it's you eccentric Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said,
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling. Okay, yes, you get the joke.
Neither can I, Bart.
It's a mere second, but it feels...
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Oh, well, go solve your case then.
He didn't answer your question.
I'm not getting involved in it.
It's not my style, he thinks.
Not as famous as you.
Yeah, it's still irony.
Oh, yes, you...
Jean, he's obviously suffering.
Okay, superstar. Talk to me. No.
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out. Actually, I'd...
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one.
Well, where have you looked for her? I don't know.
You know what?
Oh my god, there's more. Okay, why not? Let's... Well, west of here? Tough luck. I don't know. Oh my god, there's...
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird. Right? There's something. Yes.
The Coppernado is back. What do you want? Nope. Next question. Yeah? What?
A rusting control panel. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. The water lock starts moving.
All right, we can go to the coast now.
Banged. It must be cold and lonely.
My guess is it started its journey from the plaza, where it backed through. I agree. We should
You get a... Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sun. The logo is too deep.
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet.
The estimate is correct. The motor carriage is properly rust.
Let's wait for the low tide and see what... I don't know.
As you sit down, nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like the tune on your lips forms a... The lieutenant gives you 2 birds on the wind. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a... Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic.
My dad and mom are both half civilized.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Yes, 40.
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical.
But it could also be the...
A massive, you feel like you're a... Oh God, no. Just no.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across a canal.
The lieutenant. There is also a more precious than the gun.
You can still whistle. At least we have a...
Something about his notion gives you strength.
That is very unlikely. You'd be lucky to find one... Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to... Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean...
There is also... It's lost forever. Into the...
People are more valuable than machines.
People? Yes.
Yes. Let's go take a...
A police badge on which you...
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between two durable... You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Everard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Well, pleased to make your...
He's not going to call you Harrier. The badge in your hands. The man keeps winking at you. 8, maybe 10 years. What do you think? It looks like the lack of alcohol. Don't be fooled. The badge in your hand shines.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. The title of Freighter is that there are many reasons one would do this. And sometimes...
Heavy-duty case salt.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads... Good. Décomptage is the hierarchical...
The countdown.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Kings like Sat...
The long and short of it is...
No, I've been putting up... It matters more...
He trusts you. Such a small yet precious...
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some... 4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were... A new badge usually can't...
The painting, the case create... A lot can happen in 4 months.
I remember that time!
Yes, it's the designation of your... It's a tough step.
It's no...
But then again...
Roberts. And you? The badge in your hand. The porter reel is just what you press the large button marked Commencer and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. It sounds like someone's moving and telling you about the tiniest church in Cesson. Within seconds you know this. A click, then silence for a bit. Of course you could sing this. Yup, they're all. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. Guards, you have to convince guards. The lieutenant watches you back up. You're not sure.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I won't be...
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan. There doesn't seem to be any. You take the legal documents out of the envelope. There is no loophole. The simple truth is the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out.
The youth center cuts.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I still have a golden... Tut tut. Don't be shy now. Oh, welcome.
We are not here.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
No, you're not. I've seen you around here before. 12 years ago. You didn't... Oh, the youth.
That's you, all right.
You're not.
Maybe they are, because you're an ill omen. I'm sorry there's... Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us? Nay, I haven't seen... This is my little sister.
She's being
There was a murder in Ma.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it... that there's not much to tell.
I see, ma'am.
Ruby was here.
Stay. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking, I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. Don't make...
Well, if you are not...
He's a little... Should he? Yum yum. It's not...
Finally, you have those lamos!
Tremble. The time is now. No, you cannot leave. Ulogu Theodos. See? Yes, you spoke the face of... The door.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the...
The key turned. As you look at the edge of a floorboard next to it, hollow space underneath the floor, nothing particular catches your eye. Something bad. You stick your hand in and start combing through this, a small cylindrical object. The floorboard doesn't care. An old mirror. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and... On the table, you see a bowl of water. Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratch. They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of... The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven... You almost look like... You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period. You take the legal documents out of the envelope. The pen is... You take the legal documents out of the penny. You take the legal documents out of the penny. You take the with a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line? Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing. These might as well be, but they're not. And the document will be nullified if they dispute it. That means Everard will have to... All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everard's accountant in La Delta. An old mirror hangs. This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized. You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know he's...
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
The box seems each ship pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny, the mail collection box, and then suddenly you see it.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today? The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course, my friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a real future, Harry, and proven yourself a real kingsman who's not afraid to make the tough decisions. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk of—
Oh, Bratan, you play the old man!
Better not to gloat, sire. You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me. But if an old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry.
This must be the woman.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. The neighbors of the—
Waving the gun around doesn't sound.
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time. Unfortunately, I don't—
There it is again.
I, for one, find it refreshing.
It actually sounds.
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock.
She will be there.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street— well, let's just say—
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, reset. Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex. Employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stop.
There is true indignation. The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry.
A true flash of anger in him.
Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. I'm listening, Harry. Great, Harry, great. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't—
this like your thing with that wall again? There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this? There may very well be, but we are not here to look for them. We are not here to interact with containers.
Lieutenant, to your left. The lieutenant, no reply. You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything... You're back before the cargo container. Why are you even?
Because what wasn't... Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
mister?
She clutches a small stuffed animal.
It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken skewer you almost certainly broke.
Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like... It's Lammy! He's my friend.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb.
Yes. Lammy has lived a long life. Lammy was a... Yes! Lammy was a loogie. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say.
Kids.
My mom's outside, and I didn't really know about my dad. Bye!
Someone has left the cloth, if you can still. It's streaked with dried seagull shit. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until...
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecated?
You should still take it. The smell. It's awful. It doesn't help. Keep it in now. Don't be naive. Don't you reckon? Something cold. Wait. It is death. The lieutenant has...
Eyes up, detective.
A shaggy-looking girl.
Oh,
It's cold out here. Everyone knows drugs.
huh? So should you.
You don't have to do anything.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, well,
Your pulse, right? What did she just say? That's not how a civilian is supposed to address an officer of the law. Lots of feeling. You're saying it really more. More.
I didn't mean to.
The lieutenant is watching the scene. The girl look. That's it. The words are looking up.
This isn't really about the hat, is it? I swear to God, I will always wear a hat from now on. You know, crying helps though.
Do you want to talk about what? Normally I'm opposed to. So, what do you...
'Tis possible thou couldst persuade the lieutenant 'twas all a part of thy unorthodox The lieutenant.
Yes? Yes. I'm not really...
Damage.
Either way.
No response. He's having trouble. A moment passed. The pain falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk. The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of...
Come on!
It's safe to assume.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not.
I'm sure you will feel right at home.
Go speak to Andre. I suck at socialising, man. If you go speak to Andre, see, it's already going wrong.
Scared. He's just... A young man, as though he was...
Hardcore! Hardcore! Yeah!
This young man...
The Y to the E to the F. Yeah!
Could there have been a... You see, a youngish...
Hello, I'm Andre.
His grip is strong.
This is my posse.
The young man with...
An egghead. Egg! Together with a settled burger, we have many in a fight.
That mean...
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. Which brings me to the problem of occupied... I'm talking about the church. And I'm not...
Dogheads, burnouts.
Well, I'm sad to say, strike that! And sadder yet...
He leans back a little. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
Oh, if it was just like that, it would be... I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. Also, they don't eat all... People just want to spin... Thank you. So you're gonna look into it, right? All right, man.
Andre is obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchange giddy looks.
Oh, all right.
It's as if time blam! Straight, a stabbing pain.
Man, I'm so...
He looks like he's
I really am.
Well, looks like this.
I hope that settles it. Or wait, the key,
He is shifting.
as always. So you had a talk with on. That's fine, man. But I've got to warn you, I'm doing what I...
It's not easy for him. He looks like a well-thought.
The hardcore S...
It's not easy to reach. Heavy wooden doors, more than 12. The lock turns easily.
Let's go.
As you do, a great in the heart of in white, silver, and apricot faience. This is her cradle in her arms. Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard. The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the mess in the darkness, you sense her up. The woman looks down at you kneeling as that useless word passes. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the... The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious, and despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge 300 years ago in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi. She is, among other things, the highest category of historic individual. More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. And innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office. No, we are alone. Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of a draped in ancient sadness.
Yes! Big bummer!
Exactly. Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory. Terrifying. It's a simple good. Now back out of this, as did we all. The lands of the men in a city called Advesperaskit. She was dressed in a white. Oh, she was insultingly beautiful. Midwinter Snow was one of the men, something that had walked in our midst. Dolores Day was shot in the chest. This inhuman, but there you stand, below her once more. The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you, a ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an old... The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden right, small figures of white. Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort. And then, along the left side, after life, death. After death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, unknown.
Death, life again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, justice, union, prudence, and force. So do I.
The mother of humanism towers above you.
Yes, I wasn't sure before, but this must be the Dolorian Church of Humanity in Martinez. It's called the Small Pinewood Church in some records. It's a minor landmark. Not easy to find. Most
On the coast of an
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Setsa, they call them. We should be respectful here.
a pang of guilt. The lieutenant.
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. Well,
How come the lieutenant is...
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say... I'm sorry, I'm not seeing you. Good luck. You will not get informed. It happened a while ago.